I've been on YouTube for nearly 3 years, and that's crazy to me. I've learned so much, and today I wanted to share that with you. Welcome to my channel. My name is James, and I like clothes and well-made things. And today I want to go over, if I were to start YouTube over, these are the things that I would do. But let's get into the video. Just start. It's important. Everybody is going to be pretty bad when they start YouTube. Unless you've got like a crazy degree in filmmaking, then you're obviously way ahead of everyone. And just be okay with having the first videos be relatively bad. I feel like it's really important to just get used to it and get started. And your first video is going to be way worse than your 50th video, and your 50th video is going to be way worse than your 100th video, and your 100th video, you get the idea. Find something that is important to you and start talking about it and just upload. Try to get 10 videos before you really think about anything else. When I first started, I went and I got the best camera that I think I could get. I went and got lenses, I went and got this, and I went and got that. And I find myself using my phone more than I do any other thing. It's just because of the convenience factor. I have this really beautiful camera and I do use it, but it's definitely not something that you should go out and just invest in, especially when your first, say 50 videos. Your iPhone or your phone that you have, I would argue that if your phone is within 5 years old, it is gonna be more than adequate to use, and just get used to using that. And that's gonna be the best thing for you. Audio and lighting. This is gonna be something that is more important than the video itself. It's just the audio behind it is so important. Half the time when I'm at the gym, I'm listening to a YouTube video and I have it closed and I've just got my headphones in. If audio is bad, it doesn't matter how good the video is, nobody is gonna wanna watch it. And 1080p, 4K, whatever, it's not gonna matter if your audio is terrible. So if I had money to spend, say I had $300 to spend, I would do 150 to 200 of that just specifically into good audio equipment, because that is really what's gonna make your video better. And then next is gonna be lighting. This is something that I have always had an issue with. I'm still working on it and it's still getting better. However, lighting can make the video so much better. Audio is first, lighting is second, video quality is gonna be third, because everything is so compressed. Getting a cheap light, again, if you had that $300, get like a nice $50 flood lamp, and then that'll be more than enough to use. Focus your time on lighting and audio, and you are gonna be way far ahead. Create a script. A script is something that I have found myself using a lot more and more as the years go by. And the reason why is because I find myself losing track of what I need to do, and a script will kind of bring me in. Just do bullet points of the things that I want to talk about, and that keeps me on track, keeps me going. And the thing that's nice about the script as well is as you're doing the research and you're going through the script, you are getting an understanding of what you actually need to talk about, and you kind of get an idea of the flow of the video and things of that nature. Getting better with every video. Can you make something 2% better, 3% better, 4% better, and continue to grow from there? Because then when you look back at your first video and then your 50th video, you're gonna be like, oh my God, my first video was so terrible and my 50th video is so great. Then when you're on your 100th video and you go to your 50th video, you're gonna be like, wow, I was so bad at 50. It's like continuing to get better. And the thing that's really great is if you go on any of these like really high-end YouTubers or these great YouTubers, good example is like Daniel Simmons. He's a person that I follow quite a bit. You look at his videos from 5 years ago and they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but they're not exactly what his videos are now. And his cadence and the way that he talks and his lighting and everything has gotten so much better. And the reason being is because he continues to evolve and he continues to push himself and he continues to get better than he was the last video. Try to get better than what you were and continue to grow, but understand that it's going to take some time and you are going to get better. Just continue to push yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. And that's a big one that I have an issue with myself, is I see these people, especially in the 3 years that I've been doing this, that have got 100,000 subscribers. But I also see people that have 20 subscribers in the same length. And comparing yourself to them is just gonna be the worst way to go about it. I heard a quote the other day that said like, comparison is the enemy of happiness. And if you're comparing yourself to others, you're never gonna be successful and you're never gonna be happy about that. It's okay to have goals and be like, I wanna hit the same amount of videos that this guy has, or I wanna do the same thing that she's doing, stuff like that. That's important to do, but comparing is gonna be a great way to just really be frustrated, not happy with what you're doing, and just really not a great way to go about life in general. Stay true to yourself. This is a big one for me because you get caught up in like, oh, I'm a this type of YouTuber, or I'm a that type of YouTuber, or I'm doing this because of that. And I feel like people pigeonhole themselves, or like myself, I pigeonhole myself, and I want to do other things, but I'm like, oh, well, that's not what my audience wants. And I've realized through YouTube is there are a lot of people that follow your content, but then there's also a lot of people that follow you as a person. They enjoy watching your videos because of what you bring to the table or what you talk about. Don't feel like you have to do, because your first 50 videos were this, that you have to continue to do this, especially if your style changes and your brand experience changes and things like that. Really getting caught up in a niche or getting caught up in something that is not necessarily true for you is gonna make this really not fun for you and really not fun for the consumer or for the watcher. Watch other YouTubers for inspiration, but try not to copy. I think it's important to see what other people are doing and get inspiration from them. I watch all sorts of different people and I get video editing ideas, or I get people's kind of aesthetics and I think, oh, that's cool, I'd like to try that with this, but I don't want to outright copy them because that's not going to be true to who you are and what you are doing. Go and get brand ideas and camera angles and editing techniques and things like that, but don't try to like be that person. I feel like that just comes off so disingenuous. You take a look at some of the best designers in the world and they're getting inspiration from vintage this or heritage that or some sort of culture or some sort of this or that. And so that's important to do in taking inspiration, but an outright copy just comes off as cheap and people can kind of see through that. So get inspiration, try not to copy, but just enjoy it and have some fun. Don't go out and just spend all this crazy amount of money on clothes. I got so caught up in these like pickup videos where I felt like I had to do like new pickups this month, and I was shopping and spending money that I shouldn't have been spending, and all for the idea of like content. Yeah, of course people like to see what the new pickups are and stuff like that, but I don't let like, oh, I haven't bought a new product this month, I need to do this video to do this or anything like that. Like, I do the videos that I like, and when I pick up new pieces, I should be excited about them and show them and be excited to show them. So don't get caught up in buying a bunch of stuff that is going to be used just for that week or that video and stuff like that, because you're gonna go broke. You're really just gonna have a bunch of crap that you don't love, or you're gonna have a lot of crap that you love and you're just never gonna wear it. Don't worry about what other people say. You get caught up in these comments of people being rude, or even people at work that are gonna make fun of you like, oh, your YouTube videos trying to be an influencer, this and that. And it's not about that. It's about doing something that you enjoy doing. For me, it's a great way to relax at the end of the night. It's pushing me in a direction that I'm excited to try out. It's making me think more. And I'm learning a trade. I'm learning video editing. I'm learning audio editing. I'm learning public speaking. All of that stuff I think is super important. People will always try to bring you down and always try to be rude to you. And I can tell you right now, the people that are important are gonna be the ones that are gonna be really pushing you and excited for you. Those are gonna be the things that I think are the most important for me, and definitely the things that I learned when it came to YouTube over the last 3 years. I hope this was helpful for everyone. Make sure you can like and subscribe, and thank you for coming. We'll chat soon. Goodbye. This is the cheap setup, and to me it looks just as good as if you did a high-end one, just with all the compression and things like that. Like, this is more than enough. This is the Rode Video Mic 2, I think, and then I have a PSY like tripod plugged into my iPhone 13